elated following their surprise win over Perth in the National Soccer League Grand Final. A small group of fans gave the players a warm welcome, goal scorer Ante Milicic receiving some special treatment. The Sharks were virtually written off prior to the game, but claimed the title with a 1-0 victory.
Feel confident, like I said to a few people during the week, that we could do the job, and everyone sort of wrote us off except us.
The championship is Olympics' first in 12 years.
Fans on its return from winning yesterday's National Soccer League Grand Final in Perth. The rank outsider, Olympics secured its second Australian championship with a 1-0 victory over minor premier Perth Glory. The midnight horror flight from Perth has probably never been so sweet for a Sydney sporting team. NSL Grand Final underdogs, the Olympic Sharks, knew the delirium which would greet them after a dogged second national championship victory. 28-year-old Socceroos striker Ante Milicic, who might have played for opponent Perth Glory, did the talking at Subiaco with his left boot.
He lines up the shot. Ante Milicic draws first blood in the grand final.
Today he was feted as never before.
Yeah, that's magic. I mean, it just shows you what this grand final victory means to all the supporters, and it's really great.
Though the Glory had been the runaway minor premier, like 2 years ago against Wollongong, Perth succumbed in front of a sellout home crowd in the only match that really mattered.
You just don't lose two grand finals playing at home if you really are a champion side.
They're always going to be under pressure. Perth are always going to be at home in front of a crowd like that. They're always going to be under pressure. We took it right to them, and then we got the result.
Goalkeeper Clint Bolton, who was the backbone of Olympics' fearless defensive effort throughout the finals, praised the travelling fans.
I'll tell you, mate, they made more noise than the Perth Glory fans at many stages in that game. They're a loud bunch, and they're a proud bunch.
But today's early morning tear-drenched celebrations were led by those who couldn't make it to the West, including one 40-year member of Sydney's most recognisable Greek-Australian sporting club.
Yeah, mate, I couldn't sleep at all last night. I was very happy. We got the best happiness of our life.
The celebrations in Olympics' new spiritual home in Sydney South will be long and hard. John Haysbell, ABC News.
Winning the NSL Championship, the Olympic Sharks have confirmed the club is still for sale, with English Premier League giant Leeds United continuing negotiations to buy a controlling interest. A decision on the deal, believed to be worth $3 million, is expected within a month. Today, though, long-suffering Olympic fans are celebrating their first championship for 12 years, with a big party tonight for the weary players who returned from Perth early this morning.
Still buzzing and yet to go to bed after an overnight flight from Perth, the victorious Olympic Sharks were engulfed by emotional fans at Sydney Airport early this morning.
I still come to terms with it. I think won one before and it sunk in straight away, but this time it's just taken forever. I think I just need a bit of sleep and then wake up and then take it all in again.
While Olympic had many heroes, it was Ante Milicic who won the game. The mid-season purchase of the gifted striker now looks like a stroke of genius.
We spent, $110,000 on Milicic. Geez, it seemed a bloody cheap investment at about the 49th minute.
Still with Greg Owens. Here's a chance for Ante Milicic. He lines up the shots. Ante Milicic draws first blood in the grand final.
I'll tell you, if this team stays together, which I sincerely hope it does, it's just going to go from strength to strength, and you can see a lot more grand finals for the Olympic Sharks.
But Lindsay Wilson has already been sold overseas, and others may follow. Indeed, the entire club is up for sale, as Olympic considers a takeover bid from Leeds United.
Look, there's still some talks going on, Kyle, and possibly we'll know what is happening exactly probably in the next fortnight or two.
That may throw an air of uncertainty over the wild celebrations that are expected to last for days. But you can take nothing away from the players' wonderful achievement.
No one expected except us, I think, because, like I said, in the last 6-7 weeks we've been doing well and everyone's sort of knocking us, but in the end we had a lot of setbacks and we went through all those steps and got there.
Now, you've been playing a long time for this. How did you feel on the final whistle?
Oh, brilliant, mate. A bit emotional. Didn't know what to do, to be honest. We won the game and, still really hasn't set in, so the whole week will be brilliant.
given a hero's welcome on their arrival from Perth earlier today.
Despite the early hour of the Sharks' arrival, the Olympic fans were there in force to welcome home the new champions. Amongst the first off the plane, courageous defender Ante Jurek, who was one of the Sharks' best, despite playing with an elbow dislocated just last week.
But it's been hard. It's been 6-7 hard weeks and then plus the 30 weeks in the season, but we were always confident, but in the end you still pinch yourself when you did win it. Also leading the charge, goal-scoring hero Ante Milicic, who came to the club mid-season for an NSL record transfer of $110,000.
It's turned out to been a fairy tale for me, hasn't it? You know, to move mid-season, to come here, you know, score a few goals, win a grand final. Yeah, well, that's all you can do in Australian soccer.
Milicic's second half goal won fit to claim a championship. On a sour note, though, Sharks skipper Clint Bolton claiming the glory were bad sports after not remaining on the field for the medal presentation.
There's no doubt Perth are a good team, but a good team